smile.
Hi, FlossTube. This is Karen with KB Studio Creations.
And Jason with Karen.
So we have quite a bit to go.
Oh goodness,
over
yes,
today.
we have too much.
But one thing I did realize a couple days ago that this is my second FlossTube anniversary. So I've been doing this for 2 years now, and Jason joined me in about a year or so into it, maybe.
Don't ask me, I don't know.
But still, that's kind of cool.
Was it Facebook that reminded you?
Instagram.
Instagram, okay. My hair is getting too long, and so it's unruly, and I can't control it, and I feel so... I feel like I look crappy. Ugh.
So, I have an FFO. What's that pile? I have a lot of piles here today. So this is the pattern.
Okay, yeah, I'm showing the right
Live Within Your Harvest by Nancy Wigman. And I got this pattern in a patch to the stash. What are you doing?
There we go. I'm making another pile.
Okay.
This is going to be amazing, guys. Are you ready? I don't think you're ready for this. But anyway, you got it within past the stash.
And so I picked my own colors for this, and the conversion will be on my show notes blog post, which you can find linked below. But I made it into a wall hanging. This is the first time I've done a wall hanging, and I think it turned out pretty well. I just used some fabric I had, and yeah, it's got some green on the back. So I'm happy with how it turned out. I need to get a dowel or something for it, but it's done. And
it's beautiful. Oh,
yeah,
it's so pretty.
That's fun to have done. So I also have a finish. Yep. This is Just Stitch by Works by ABC. It was a Be Well and Stitch freebie. And I stitched it in some color and cotton that I had gotten in a grab bag. And I think it looks really nice. I have an idea of how I want to finish it, but I don't have what I need to finish it. So that's kind of just going to go in a folder. Oh, and that's on some hand-dyed data, 14 count. Now whips.
Wait.
What?
Where's my... there's one well, it's not an FFO fully yet.
Your pile's right there.
Okay. So, because I have a completed thing. No, I have an FFO too.
You do have an FFO.
I have a start and an FFO all in one.
You have a lot of stitching.
This is my FFO. Oh, what is it? Oh, it is unnamed.
It's Vintage Hedgehog by
Oh, you already have it. Hold on. Let me read it. It's called Vintage Hedgehog by Armada Designs, and it's stitched on 14 count white Aida.
It came in the kit.
It came in the kit. It's a whole kit. It's really nice.
And that's also part of Stitchy Kindness, but we'll get to that later.
Yes. And this is how I finished it. So it is just in a magnet. And yeah, so I'm going to give this to a friend of mine, and I'm really excited about it.
And that was a really quick stitch.
I sat down and stitched it in like 2 hours, I think. It was a super quick stitch. Oh, I'm feeling old and fat. Oh, okay. The other FFO. Is it? Mm-hmm. Is it an FFO?
I don't know.
Because it's stitched on the thing it's finished on. Okay, so this is I Totally Love You by Ring Cat plus...
You added
this is... this section here is I Totally Love You by Ring Cat. And then I added in some kelp-like stuff and the sand at the bottom. For those who want to know the pattern for it, to make this little design here, it's just 5-3-1-3-5-3-1-3-5-3-1-3. You get the picture, and it just makes this little design of like, supposed to be somewhat like kelp.
Yeah, and he used a DMC variegated floss.
This is what I was going for, and I think this was like the first time I was using variegated floss was on this project, and I wasn't happy with how this section turned out right in here. But I just did what I wanted to on the other ones, and they turned out fine, and they look beautiful.
And this is on a pillow sham that we got at Goodwill.
Got from... Oh, it was Goodwill? Okay. So it's not... I guess the thing is, it's not fully an FFO, because I've got to make the pillow for it. So,
or buy one, or whatever.
I don't think we'll be able to buy an 8x8 pillow.
I would think if there's a pillow sham out there, there'd be a pillow out there. But
well, pillow shams are kind of old. Aren't they?
Yes and no.
But anyway, so this I'm calling done. I could do more on it. I probably should do more on it, but I'm not going to.
I was looking back in my notes on this, and this was his Christmas present to me for 2018.
And yeah, I think those are my finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Whips.
So, I worked on my 3 wise men design, and I am going to try, top one. I tried to get a lot of it done before Stitchmaynia, and I kind of burned myself out on it, but I did make a lot of good progress. So
you did. You made a ton of good progress. So to show the pattern, because we always show the pattern.
And this is by Marie Driscoll, Blackberry Lane Designs.
It's the first in the series, because it's a series, and I think she's only done 2 or 3.
There's at least 3 out.
There's 3 out. Okay.
And this is on 28 count Ivory Joblin 1/1, and I'm just using the call for DMCs. And there it is.
It looks done, but it's not, because this white area has an actual white floss that goes in.
Yellow.
Creamy yellow that goes in here. And that, I think that and one, like the lightest blue are the only ones that aren't done.
Yeah, there's, I think, 2 yellows and a light blue.
Yeah, so it's basically done. You could look at this and you see exactly what's going on. But it is amazing. I love this. This is looking really beautiful, and Karen should be very proud of herself.
I am, and it's one of the pieces I want to try to finish this year, so I'm happy with the progress I've made. And I'll try to insert a picture that shows the before and after. I put before and after pictures in my
show notes,
but this one, like, I feel like it's a dramatic amount of progress, so I want to show that.
She worked really hard on it, and it's looking really good.
So that's...
Plus, it's been a few weeks since we've talked last, so...
So, yeah, that's that piece, and it's set aside right now because I'm focusing on Stitchmaynia, but...
Is this the next one I need to dig into? Okay.
And it's in the back. I'm using a purse as my on the go, whatever you want to call it.
It works.
Project bag.
So the next one is...
This is Black Cat Neon Jack-o'-lanterns combo. This is my pattern.
This is annoying me.
The pattern is released and available in my Etsy shop. It's actually 5 different patterns as well as the combo pack. But I wanted to stitch them all together on this beautiful piece of 14 count cobweb Ada from Stitch Modern. And I'm trying to work on it every Wednesday and just put in 3 strands of thread so I can get it finished. Like, I want to finish it and I enjoy working on it, but since I've stitched them all before,
it's kind of hard to stitch on them again.
Yeah, it's harder to have the motivation to do it. But I'm making a little bit of progress bit by bit. No, there's nothing else.
There's tons of stuff in here.
Nothing I worked on.
Okay.
And then the last whip I worked on was the 2018 Mystery Sampler from Linen and Threads.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is coming along so well. I love it.
So that was my focus piece for April, and I made some really good progress on it. I'm really happy with the progress I made. This is another.
You kind of burned out on this one too, didn't you?
A little bit, but then I got a little bit of a wave again at the end.
Okay. So we got to do the rolling thing again because this is just getting so big. So you guys have seen a lot of this already. But this is where we're at. Well, she's at, because she's the one doing it.
So this past month, I did all of this Phoenix section, the border in between, and I started on the mermaid section. And
I'm going to cover you up for a second, sweetheart. I'm sorry, but I want to kind of zoom in on it so people can see. But, yeah, it's looking really, really good. It's amazing. I love it.
This is a free pattern. Every year, the Linen Threads releases...
It just smells so good.
A mystery sampler where they release a part each month. And like I said, this is from 2018, so the whole thing is out. And yeah, I'm hoping to finish this year, and I think I will. I think one more focus piece month for it, I should be able to finish it. So I'm super excited about that. And I've just picked my own colors and pretty happy with how it's turning out.
Okay. Gosh, that is a beast to fold. How
really
do you stitch on it?
It's big. It's because it's on 14 count Ada, it's really big, but that's the only thing I had that was a big enough piece, so that's what I stitched it on.
And it's beautiful.
It is, and we're gonna make that into a tapestry, which is partly why I wanted to try doing a tapestry, because that's what I planned
to do. A wall hanging?
Yeah, wall hanging.
You called it a wall hanging earlier for the other thing.
That one just feels like a tapestry because it's so big.
Yes.
But yes, it is just a wall hanging.
Yes. I just wanted to use the same terminology for stuff.
So do you want to show your whip?
Yes. So This one I'm probably going to put down and probably never pick it up again. I feel
You're not
sad.
gonna finish it?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so this is the Ink Spot number 19 Brave New Year Ink Circles freebie done on 18 count light blue hand-dyed fabric by Dinky Dye Floss.
Dinky Dye is the floss.
Correction, I'm using Dinky Dye Floss, like she said. Because she writes the show notes and I have no idea what they mean because I haven't stitched in a while. But this is where it's looking right now. Can I show the pattern?
I assume so.
Because it's a freebie. So this is what it's supposed to look like. And my issue is where I'm stitching right now, I think up here in this area, I got off somewhere and it's like, it's a cluster mess. It's horrible. And I don't know how to fix it at all. I can't, because the error was done on my very first thread. Obviously, I'm well past my first thread on this. And it's just, I've got to figure, I don't know.
Just fudge it. Make it work.
But that's the problem. I'm trying to figure out how to fudge it. And I can't. It's going to take a lot of brain power and me sitting down going, And I don't want to do that right now.
So maybe put it again away for another year again.
Or for never.
Or I can finish it for you.
Oh, you want to? You try it. The other one,
That's a start, but you can go do your
Oh,
start.
wait. No. We're going to do starts next.
Well, I mean, why don't you do your start since you have 1 start and I have 7.
Fine. Stitchmaynia. She's got lots of starts. Me. I can show the front of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, my start is a Christmas present for someone. If he watches this video, which I doubt he will, he'll know it's his. But it is this. Did you put it down here?
That's the top one.
Oh, well. Okay. It's Tribal Dragon number 2 by Jamie. Where is it? Jamie Lawson from White Willow Stitching. And we got this from.
So it goes back again to the haul. Do you want us to do that now? Well,
This is part of the haul, and we'll talk about it whenever we get there. So this is what it's supposed to look like, and I used up all of the Bayberry
Gentle Arts
Bayberry floss
that we had.
So we had to buy some more. So that's the only reason why I stopped. But this is where I'm at on it. It is on 14 count hand dyed Ada. The reason that it's in these colors is because it's the person who it's for. It's their favorite colors. My plan is to stitch this and then to use a very convoluted system I have of making Norse runes that mean absolutely nothing. I took his favorite word, which is fun, which describes this person to a T, and translated and got some other translations, because those of you who translate know that translating words never goes smoothly.
And translated into Icelandic, right?
Yes. And so when I translated the word fun into Icelandic, I came up with 3 different words, and then I put it into that alphabet. And
what is that alphabet called again?
Futhark. Futhark, yes. It is the runic alphabet for Norse symbols from their rune stones that they carved. And so
you're gonna write that on there, or you're gonna stitch it on there?
I'm gonna stitch it on there. After I stitch the dragon, I'm gonna figure out how everything else is gonna look. So, because I want to know exactly what it looks like on the canvas, the fabric, before I plot out the words. So, that is my other start. I feel like I stitched something else this week.
I know you looked at a bunch of different things.
I've been stitching too much.
No, you haven't.
There was that one day where my fingers were like numb. I was like, ow, 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 but I'm going to finish. So, yeah. Okay, and then Karen starts.
So, I'm doing Stitchmaynia this year, and currently my plan is 20 starts for the first 20 days.
Keep going, sweetheart.
Okay. So, for the start for the first day, I started Cinnamon Stars by...
Oh, I need to be there to do that.
I can hold it. By Plum Street Samplers, and I love this piece. The house, the stars. I just really love this piece. So I started that. and it's on 28 count, what is it? Even weave mushroom, and it's 2/2. So
it is so hard. Hold on, let me fix this.
Okay.
So then I can like hold it up and you're not covered up.
So I planned to start in the center of the pattern, so it was centered on this fabric. And this is the center of the pattern. It's the house, right? Well, I bought the right thing, except not the right thing. I bought the right color name, but in the wrong. So I bought Gentle Arts sage rather than Weeks Dye Works sage. So I now have that ordered, but yeah, I couldn't start in the middle of the house. But that's okay. I've got, part of the roof and the doors and the windows. So I'm really loving this piece. It will definitely be a focus piece sometime later this year because I just really love it. And, and Academic Stitcher, she's having a sal that's, she started at the beginning of the year, but it's Cinnamon Star Sal. And I seriously considered starting it then, but I already had a different piece I want to start for my New Year, New Start. So I decided to continue to wait for Stitchmaynia like I had planned, and also that gave me more time to get more of the floss. So, yeah, I'm really excited to be working on that piece.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah.
But I think part of the reason I love the house is because it has these stone walls. And a house I grew up loving has that, and my brother now owns it. And so it makes me think of that.
Give it to him.
No, this is mine.
I like how you're like, no, it's mine.
So day 2, what are you doing? I started stitching a model for one of my patterns.
This one doesn't have. Nope. There's no pattern that I can show.
Well, no, because it's a model stitch. I'm not showing them the pattern. They just get a sneak peek.
Okay, goodness.
And this is on 28 count Silk Weaver Brick Wall Merino, and I'm doing it 2/2. And I've stitched on this 2 days, and I just love stitching on it. It makes me so happy.
It feels really nice too.
Yeah, the fabric does feel really nice.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to fold it again. Yeah. It's just huge. I didn't expect it to be this big. See, the stitching stops there. It's gonna go on, but that's where she's at.
So I'm really loving stitching this. I don't know when I'll get it done because I have so much stitching to do. And something that slowed me down this week is I've been, especially my hand was hurting really bad one day, and so I even sat and just iced it for a while, and it was just painful. So I haven't been able to get as much stitching done as I wanted to this week because of that, and it's kind of bummed me out a bit, as well as other issues of life. What?
You didn't get as much stitching as you wanted to get done, and I got more stitching than I wanted to get done.
But I'm really excited to work on that piece.
So hey, it evens out. It's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, so that's one of the pieces I started. That was day 2. On day 3, I started stitching on a Christmas present. So I won't be telling you too much information about it, but it is on 28 count linen 1/1. Yeah, it was this way.
So she was having so much fun with the 3 wise men, doing the 3 wise men 1/1, that she's like, you know what, I'm going to do it again.
No, I'm doing so many of them 1/1 just so they're small enough to be Christmas ornaments. Let's be honest here. Yeah, I'm doing it 1/1. But, so this was a piece.
But it looks so good. I love 1/1 because it makes it, I don't know, it looks more like embroidery and less like counted cross stitch. It just, I don't know, 1/1 just looks super professional. I know that these are terms that can cause people to riot, but 1/1 to me looks more like art, and over 2 makes it look like it's crafts. You know? I don't agree with that statement. It's all art to me. But it has that feel. It just looks tighter, more, I don't know. It just looks better to me when it's 1/1. It looks more detailed, looks more like embroidery. It looks, yeah. I've probably stepped on somebody's foot in the FlossTube community and they're going to hate me forever. And I'm sorry. I love you. I don't think that what you're doing is any less beautiful. Because I'm not doing it that way either. But, yeah.
So, the next one is A Ray of Hope by the Blackberry Rabbit. And it's on 14 count hand-dyed Ada. I don't have something to show you. I don't have a cover picture. So.
Oh, okay. So it is this.
Yeah. I don't have the cover picture, so but you can kind of get the idea of what it is. This was released during the Australian bushfires, and the proceeds went to that. I tried to find it because I was like looking for to be able to link it in my show notes, but I couldn't find it, so I don't know if it's available anymore. But it's super cute. The next one is a Christmas present. So once again, I'm not giving you a lot of information, but it is on 14 count Dusky Purple Eda. And I made lots of good progress. It's a small stitch.
It's a mouse princess.
I could have finished it, but I didn't want to like finish it because I wanted to show just a progress thing, but you get the idea.
That's the only reason why you didn't finish it?
Yeah. So that's why I worked 2 days on the
That's
chilled
okay. One. It's okay to finish. Like I had to start and a finish. It's okay.
But I don't want to show it till it's like fully I don't know.
Oh, that's right, because you couldn't show it because it's a Christmas present.
It's a Christmas present, so I didn't want to show it fully finished. I didn't.
I got
So I wanted to wait.
And this one you don't have thing to show either, right?
Well, yeah, because the next one for day 6 was another model that I started stitching, and it's on 18 count white Ada.
And it's a Christmas present too.
Well, sort of. My sister-in-law asked me.
Isn't it?
My sister-in-law asked me to design this pattern. So once I get the model stitched and the pattern released, I will be giving the model to her.
This is where we're at.
Yep.
Well, this is where she's at. I need to stop using we. It's not like I'm doing this with you.
You are.
But, yeah.
So that's what I got done. That was the day that my hand was really hurting. So I had hoped to get more done, and I actually had to push myself some to get that done, much done. But I'm happy with the progress I did make, so that's a good start. Oh, yeah. So this next one, I'm not showing you, but I'm just showing you what was used for it.
Oh.
I finished it, but I'm not fully happy with how I did it. But it's a gift, so I didn't want to show it.
This one?
Yeah. So this is some banding fabric I was given, and I used this color. And
oh, is this the?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm not fully happy with how it turned out, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But this is 22 count banding fabric. At least that's how, when I counted it against a ruler, that's what I got. But I was given this as well as some blue. So I wanted to try stitching on it. And it did seem like it was a little uneven, but not too bad. So yeah, I'll probably use this in the future. And this floss was Larkspur by Victorian Model Sampler. And it's very pretty purple. All right, let's see. Oh, and then yesterday I was stressed about life and I went off mania plans and started just something for fun. And this is what it is.
It's this one, right?
Mm-hmm. So this is by Lindy Stitches. It's Bunny Lace Trio. And I do think I'll probably end up doing all of them eventually, but I started with that one. And it is on 14 count light yellow Eda. Other way. That's the bottom. Though really, that could almost be the top two.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, this is what she did. I don't think you have to, yeah.
Anyways, I started at the bottom. I'm a bottom left hand stitcher, usually. Once in a while in the corner.
Yeah, I start from the right. Choose the right.
And that pattern was also part of the haul. Let's do that now. Let's talk about
all the Happy Mail.
Yes. So.
Oh my gosh, there was so much Happy Mail this time, guys. So much.
Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom, had a giveaway for her 500 subscribers. And if you aren't watching her, I would definitely encourage you to at least check her out. I love watching her videos. And so the person who first won didn't ever get back to her after a month, so she respun and I won. And we've been enjoying it, as you can see.
Sarah, thank you so much. This means so much to us. More to me, actually. It's gotten me back into stitching, actually, I think.
So he finished one of them, started another one, and
I started one, and then I started and finished another one. Right. I did it in that order.
True. And, yeah.
Are we going to show all of the stuff in here?
I don't know.
Because it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff.
We'll do a quick run through.
Yes. So the ones you've seen already, there was this one that came in it, and then there was this one that came in it. And this one that came in it. All three of these came in this haul. You've seen them before, so I'm not going to really go into too much detail about them.
And we feel so blessed to
Yes.
have gotten this. And just thank you, Sarah, so much. I've already thanked her, but thank you again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because, like you see, I've started stitching again because of this haul. So, we also got a button and beaded kit
From Mill Hill.
from Mill Hill. That's a
that'll
Christmas
be a fun
tree.
one to do.
Yes, I kind of want to do this one.
Go for it.
I don't know.
They're a little difficult, but they're fun.
Yeah. We also got a candle holder by Romina Petrucci. And yeah, another Christmassy sort of thing. Then we have Stitchy Box ink circles.
And
This one's like a combo pack. There's a few of them in here.
Yeah, and I think she said there wasn't the full series, but it's at least part of it, and they're really cute.
And then there is this one. What is this called?
Good Tidings.
Good Tidings by Praiseworthy
Good
Stitches.
Things. I'm sorry.
Okay. And then Stitchy Box Stand Strong Giving Basket. Number 3.
And this is a kit, and it's hard because I have a sister who I'm like, I see things like this, and I'm like, this would be perfect for her. This would be perfect for her. I have too many that are perfect for her. So maybe next year. I would have a gift planned, but maybe next year.
And then there's
a
a sampler.
Yeah.
It is little Rose Sampler.
By Little House Needle Works.
And then there's an Autumn Sampler that Karen really likes.
I do.
This geometric stuff, this gets on my nerves. I can't. Karen loves it. I can't do it that well.
And the colors are so pretty. A part of me wants to try to get them, but the Gloriana, I don't know if the Gloriana silk. I think Gloriana's just silk anyways, but they're so pretty. I love the colors.
And then by Shannon Kristy Designs, Rainbow Unicorn.
And this would be perfect for another sister, so we'll see if I stitch that for her.
And once again, this is all still in the same pack, so thank you. The Blue Flower Quilting Bee.
That one's nice.
Which that'd be good for one of my sisters.
I know that one's super popular. Like, I've seen a ton of people stitching this, so we'll see. But
There's a part of me that wants to, like, see if I can go in with my mom and do something.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
Yeah. And then there is Bothy Threads Fairy Tale Series. I'm late.
I've always wanted to do a Bothy thread, so I really like this.
This
But
one
the
reminds
thing
me
is-
of your Cinderella sampler.
Yeah, or the Cinderella silhouette.
Yeah.
So I really like this, but one of my things is, like, I'm not a huge, like, I like Alice in Wonderland, but I'm not huge. So I need to find someone to stitch this for, because I wouldn't want to keep it. Do you have an idea of who someone could stitch it for? You?
I love Alice in
Oh,
Wonderland.
I didn't know that. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll stitch it for him.
The next one is The Garden Glade by Carriage House Samplings. Karen is in love with this
I am
dress.
so in love with that dress. The rest of it is meh to me, but I love the dress, so I might just stitch the girl and then pass the pattern along.
I think you just like dresses that are like that, where they
I do.
flow out like that.
I do. Anyways, but I love that dress, and I really want to stitch it.
The next one, yes, this is good that it's the last one.
So it's Lady Mirabilia and the bead pattern. Like, whoa.
Yeah. So
I want to stitch Mirabilia, but I'm stitching the lavender and mice things, so this may have to go into queue afterward them. You know.
it might be
Or
for
in
next
between
year or the
middle,
year
or-
after, yeah.
We'll see.
And then we also got 3 fabrics in this pack. Woodland Green, Opalescent Lugana.
I love opalescent.
So pretty. Lemon Sparkle, Opalescent
So
Lugana.
pretty. I love them.
And then Shepherd's Bush, White Belfast Linen.
I kind of want to. We've been dyeing a lot of fabric this week, and I kind of want to dye this one, but we'll see. I might just leave it. and
Well, we
stitch
just
on
put
it.
all the dye stuff up.
That is true. We did. I'll save it for another time, maybe, or just stitch on it regularly.
So
We'll
that was everything that came from Sarah, our stitching kingdom.
And this bag.
And the bag. We've just kept it all in the bag because it's a lot and we still don't know what to do with it all yet.
Well, I wanted to show it first. I'll probably just stick it in with my other stash of stuff.
No idea what to do with it all.
But thank you so much. I mean, I feel so blessed, and I want to pass that on, which you'll see later with our giveaways, but a little bit.
But Sarah, thank you so much. We really, really, really do appreciate it. Like I said, thank you because it's gotten me back into stitching, and just thank you. So thank you.
We appreciate it so much. So continuing with haul, we got some dyeing supplies, which we've already used and put away and whatever. You'll see that later when we show the dye fabric. But I also got the full line of a toile.
And here's the other ones.
Yeah, I already used those too. So DMC sent me a coupon being like, you could save 20% off something. And I was like, well, I was already thinking of buying all the reds, yellows, oranges, and greens to help me with some pattern design. And so I just decided to get the whole thing. Because once you get that, you've got about half the pack anyways. So might as well get them all. So I'm excited. I'm excited to stitch with them, and I already have stitched with them.
Yeah.
So.
And it feels so comfy. It is so comfortable. It feels like just pillows of clouds. I love the feel of a toile. I don't know why. But yes, so she got the toile.
And then this was just something we got from someone was getting rid of it.
So a friend of mine had to move due to the COVID-19 stuff really quickly, and I helped. I took her fish, and when I took her fish, she had 3 bags of things that needed to go either to the dump or to Goodwill. 2 bags to Goodwill. The 3rd bag I just put in our trash cans. And anyway, this was in one of the bags, and Karen wanted it for...
I feel like these would be good for some finishing things. So, yeah. We'll see. They're meant for walls, but I don't want to put them on my walls. But they might be cute.
It's not our style for the walls, but I could see like a fall type pattern, finishing it and using it on the border around it or something.
So. I don't know. I just thought that might be fun for some finishing.
Yeah.
Where to go next? I guess I want to show this. This is kind of a life. This isn't sort of a life. So this.
Oh.
This is from work, but it's chemistry related. But some chemistry books we work on for work. They made some swag. The authors and her husband did, and so this is a hair tie.
This hasn't even been opened yet.
No, it hasn't. We can open it.
Well, you don't really tie your hair. I don't really try to put it back. That's my thing. I don't know. Maybe I could use it. My hair's getting long enough. Oh.
But it's so pretty. I love this color.
Yeah.
But anyways, he gave it to me because I helped with the
You're helping
design.
with the books and the marketing and...
I'm not really doing much with the marketing, but I'm doing the design and stuff.
But you're designing stuff for marketing.
It's still in like a beta version of the textbook, but there are a few colleges that are using it. So anyways, that was fun to get. And then we also... more life update type stuff.
The other day, Karen tried to go to the post office to send something for...
Mail an Etsy order.
To mail an Etsy order. And she couldn't go in because they now require that you have face masks to go inside to the post office. So when she came home, she was kind of stressing, and I was like, you know what? Let's just make face masks. So we took one of my old shirts that...
it's 100% cotton.
Is 100% cotton, and it had gotten some black splotches on it because the pen went shirt, and we made these little face masks. They are 2 layers thick, and there is also a hole. Where's the hole in yours?
So I didn't sew his very well, so his has a hole in the top and the bottom. Mine's just at the bottom.
I can't get into it though.
It's right there. It's really small.
Oh hey, yeah. And then mine, it's a bit bigger. But we have holes in it so then we can put in filters if we need to. So like if later on, if things progress in a certain way, or if in the fall things get worse because people talk, then we have face masks that we can modify a bit if we need to. And we can wash them because they're machine washable. So that's good too.
So we got those made, so that was good. So what? Dyeing fabric.
Yeah.
So we dyed a bunch of fabric this week because my computer was on the fritz a bit, which was stressful. Part of my stress for the week. It's still having issues. And we tried to order a new one, and then they said they were out.
And they sent us one.
They sent us one?
Mm-hmm.
Of the kind we ordered?
I'll explain.
Okay, good to know. So I may or may not be getting a new laptop, which if I am, and I'm getting the kind I want...
This is not the time to be telling you, but yeah, hey, this happened.
It's good news if it is what I want. It's bad news if they're not sending me what I want. But anyways, hopefully they will. It's a confusing situation, but hopefully I'm getting a new laptop that won't have issues like my current 5-year-old computer is. Anyways, long story short, I dyed fabric because my computer wasn't working.
A lot of fabric. So let me get. Oh, it's
and
on
this was
bottom.
over a couple days. Since I already had the stuff out, I figured I'd keep dyeing the fabric until we ran out, which we've now run out.
So the first day, Karen made a pot of purple.
I did.
And so well, technically I told you to make purple too.
That's true. I asked him what color I should start with, and he's like, do purple.
I said lavender technically.
Oh, lavender. Well, we ended up with purple, not lavender.
Yeah, it's really purple. So from the pot of purple that Karen procured, she made.
So I made this one, which I really love. But these are going to be for sale. But
So these are for sale. These are going to be going in the Etsy shop.
eventually. I still need to get the edges serged, which I need to go to the local sewing shop to do. And while she is open by appointment, I don't feel like trying to do that. So hopefully once things open up again, I can get those serged.
And then there is
Jason did this one.
this one. It's not what I wanted it to be. It's not what I hoped it would look like, but hopefully somebody has a use for it. Next one. This one was you. You dyed this one.
I guess.
Yeah, you dyed this
Okay.
one. Because
I
I
don't
dyed
remember.
this one.
So that was just, once again, just trying different techniques as we trying to dye the fabric.
This one I was trying to go for just like a blanket dye, which it did it pretty well, but there's still some splotches on it. But I like the light color. It's nice, especially considering how many dark colors there were.
And then he also did some floss. It's so pretty. I love it so much.
You really can't see the variegation that much. It just looks dark and then light.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's so pretty.
Yeah. And then while those were in the fresh batch of purple dye, we used some of the old dye, and Karen made this.
He wanted it to look, what was it, phoenixy?
Yeah, I wanted something that
Like
was
a-
like Phoenix colors, and
So reds, yellows, oranges.
so it worked out really well. I think
That's
it looks
really
good.
pretty.
And then there's this one,
I did a couple green ones.
a couple greens. This one's just like a small extra scrap of fabric that we had left over
And
from
this
cutting it.
Ada, sorry about that. That was our dryer. It's really, this Ada is rough, which I don't like. But then I was like, this is so rough. I don't know if I should sell it. I don't know what to do. But then the kit Ada that he did the
Hedgehog?
Hedgehog on was just as rough as this. So while I will never make the mistake of buying an off-brand Ada again, I think it'll be okay. I'll just put a note in the seller thing that it's
pretty rough.
pretty rough. Yeah.
So yeah, that was the first batch of Ada that we dyed. And this is all 14 count.
Yeah.
So the next batch was 18.
Except for a couple pieces of 14 count.
Yeah.
Because he went and bought a couple 14 pieces.
Because we were trying, so I'm wanting to do something for my dad. And I was wanting to do it on like a parchmenty type color Ada. This obviously is not parchment colored. I think this is the definition of chartreuse.
Which is
So.
a little, it's brighter in person than it is on the screen.
It still looks bad. But anyway, there's that one. And we'll get to the next one here in a bit because my phone is almost full. So I'm going to pause. Stop that. And then next, the other failure, that was such a fail, is this fabric. Which I think looks good for a zombie apocalypse sort of stitch. It just looks... This makes me think of the bubonic plague. That's all I can think of. Or some other plague. So what I had tried to do is I tried to just like drip dye on the fabric and let it seep in. Dye is too thick. Just too thick. Don't do it. And so it didn't seep into the fabric. It just made little splotches. So this is horribleness that I made with chocolate brown dye trying to go for parchment. Which didn't work. These other ones are beautiful and not meant to be parchment at all. So their parchment fails because they weren't meant to be parchment. You made this one.
Yeah, I did this one. So it didn't work out quite how I wanted to, but I think it still looks okay. So, yeah. These next two, though, I love. I tried the Priscilla and Chelsea
These
method.
ones were baked in the oven, right?
So I watched the tutorial and I did it, and I love them.
It's a very beautiful, like, marbled look.
I have 2 of them, and I'm probably going to keep one for myself because I love it so much. So, if you want to know how to make those, watch their tutorial. It's really good.
Which, I mean, we can link in the description below, can't we?
Yeah, it'll definitely be in my show notes, but I can try to remember to link it below as well.
Yeah.
This one didn't work out super well. Mostly I don't like this big line in the middle, but it's still a pretty color. It's just a light lavender purple.
I still think it looks good. This one makes me think of, like, flowers in a meadow.
Which is what I was going for, but it didn't work out quite the way I wanted, so...
There's more flowers, less meadow.
Yeah, but hey, it's okay. And then this one turned out... This one's going to be going for the parchment. This is more brownish gray than parchment would be, but I still like the effect. It looks kind of
Yeah, I still think that looks really good.
And then Jason's going to go grab the fabric we dyed this morning, which we actually did get some that looked like kind of parchment-y. So that's good. It might take a moment, though.
This stuff is still wet, so...
It is still wet. So that looks kind of... Well, it's kind of hard to see, but can you see how it's kind of like parchment-y looking? And this one, once again, you can't see very well. But,
these are just really hard to see in the light.
yeah. But they do look kind of parchment-y. Take my word for it. And there was one more.
Yeah.
Well, while he's getting that last one, I'll start talking a little bit about the giveaway. So like I said, we're feeling super blessed. And so as part of the giveaway, my giveaway from last time, 2 people entered, and instead of picking one of them, they're both getting one of my patterns, the one they requested. So I'll be contacting them and letting them know that they won, because I feel like I'm so blessed, I should pass it along. So they both get what they wanted. Hope they enjoy it. And that was Bridget and Heather. So congratulations. And then because it's my FlossTube anniversary and I feel so blessed, I'm having another giveaway this time. But we'll show you this other fabric first.
Ouch.
So this was more brownish, but it still looked kind of cool.
And this one I think is getting dry enough that I might be able to iron it anyway.
That one was out in our sunroom, so it probably was drying faster than the others. So yeah, get back to the giveaway. So I'm going to do it like I did the giveaway around Christmas time. And so you can say however many things you want of the things we say. And the first person who I spin will get everything they ask for. Then I'll spin again if there's any other items left and keep spinning until all the items are claimed, unless no one wanted to claim them. So, yeah, and you'll have about 2 weeks. Hopefully we'll be back in 2 weeks, because otherwise it'll be a lot to show.
Yes.
But maybe not. It'll be a lot to show no matter what, because I saw the rest of Stitchmaynia. So,
plus, there's the other thing in the fact that we ordered some stuff, so there's going to be some haul. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to, hopefully, once we get that haul, I'll be able to continue stitching. Mm-hmm. So I'll have some things to show.
So we'll try to keep it to 2 weeks.
Okay, so what all are we giving away?
So we're giving away this kit. So it won't have the Ada anymore, because we use the Ada. And there's not enough thread to fully finish it again.
There are some threads that there's enough. Like, there's enough of, like, the nose and the blush and the, like, little yellow dots. There's enough of those threads, I think you could stitch with it. But the 2 browns that make up the majority of the hedgehog, I think you might need some more thread. There's some still in here, but you probably will need to get some more.
But it's also got, like, a little hoop, if you wanted to finish it in the hoop. And it's, of course, got the pattern. So that's one of the options, Hedgehog. This pattern, this was in the ones Sarah gave us, and we're not interested in stitching it, so we are passing it on. And it's this...
Praiseworthy Stitches, Good Things.
So it's just this little plant, and it says something. What does it say? He gives good things. And then since I finished this pattern, this one is also available.
We should say what to say. So there's Hedgehog, Good Things, if you want good things.
Pumpkin pattern.
Pumpkin pattern. What is the name of it? Oh, there isn't a name. Oh, Live Within Your Harvest. So yeah, Harvest Pumpkin, or whatever.
And then also, I was going to say, so this has a lot in here. There's 6 sheets. We're probably going to use like 1, maybe 2. So if you want any of these arrows, you can say you want the arrows. You can also say if you want a piece of our hand-dyed fabric. So if you win, we'll work with you on which color you want.
Just put hand-dyed fabric.
You don't need to say. But they're 14 count and 18 count Adas. And then also one of my patterns. It can be physical pattern. It can be a kit. It can be digital pattern. So that's a lot of options. Hopefully you can remember them all.
So we'll recap what's available. We have Hedgehog, arrows, pumpkin, good things, hand-dyed Ada, or KEB pattern.
So you can say as many as you want of those. And just don't say giveaway and be over 18 so I can mail you stuff. And yeah.
For the record, if you want a pattern from her Etsy store, you don't have to say what pattern you want in the comments.
Yeah, you can just say you want a pattern.
Just say KEB pattern, and then we'll get in contact with you about which pattern you want. Same thing with the hand-dyed Ada. Just put hand-dyed Ada, and then we'll get in contact with you about which one you want.
So like I said, we're feeling really blessed, and we wanted to share it with you. And
especially in these times. It is always good to get happy mail. So sign up in the comments below for the giveaway. Follow the rules that Karen just lined out. And get ready for some happy mail.
Yeah. Yeah, happy mail's fun. I got a postcard from one of my friends, and actually 2 recently. And she's just sending out postcards to people. So that's really fun to get.
Her premise, because I read the postcard, the first one she sent, I probably shouldn't have.
You can.
Because it was her mail, not mine. And anyway, her friend was like, yeah, so I collect postcards where I go with the intent of sending them, and then I never do. So I'm sending them now. I was like, that's pretty brilliant. I love it.
So, yeah. I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And we hope you have fun stitching.
Happy stitching, guys.
Bye.
Adieu.